Currently, we're standing in one of our servery environments. As you can see, we do have one of our touchscreen devices installed on the wall. It is using one of our wall mounts, as the wall is close enough. It does have the articulating arm, which allows us to move the screen up and down. When it's not in use, we're going to press it flush against the wall. And when we're actually plating items, we're going to pull it out a little bit, just making it easier to bump the tickets as they appear on the screen. The way this workflow works, we do have a printer set up. So as orders are coming in from the dining room, when we plate the items, we would simply bump it off the screen. It's going to print us a ticket. We provide that ticket with the plate so that the server knows exactly who is receiving that meal. Whenever installing these, we highly recommend do not place over top of the steam table. And especially within any of the kitchen or servery environments, please make sure you install the backing onto the unit. This is just going to help in the case that something splashes up so none of the cables get damaged. Now let's talk about the two different printers that are supplied by and fully supported by MealSuite. This one here on my right-hand side, or furthest to the right, is our thermal printer. This is the most common printer that you'll find within kitchen and servery environments. This one here is our impact printer. So a little bit different, more or less found within hot production areas as well as on final lines and serveries. The key differences between these, this one, the thermal printer, uses heat to be able to print its tickets. So, as you can imagine, you don't have to replace any ink. All you have to do whenever the roll runs out is just put in more thermal paper. The impact printer does rely on ink to be able to print. So there are ink ribbons that you would have to purchase once you do finally run out of ink. Key things to note between them. The thermal printer, any sort of thermal paper essentially, placed under any sort of a heat source is going to have an impact to that heat. So it's technically going to react to that heat and you're going to see blotches appear on that particular ticket. So we usually don't recommend these within hot production zones or on the final stages of plating a hot meal. The impact printer, however, since it's using ink, it can actually be utilized within those hot production areas as well as plating any sort of hot meals. Aside from that, the thermal printer is much quieter. The impact printer is definitely louder. You will notice when a ticket is printing, and that's the key differences between the thermal and impact printers.